Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuhu. So by the way, I am Amray de Ginaid, the first reporter from the group 10. So the topic for today that I will discuss is about the Al-Bakilani and Al-Huwaini. So Al-Bakilani and Al-Huwaini were both prominent Islamic scholars who lived during the same period in the Islamic Golden Age. They made significant contribution to the fields of theology and Islamic jurisprudence. Al-Bakilani, also known as Abu Bakr Muhammad ibn al-Husayn al-Bakilani, was born in the 10th century in Persia, now Iran. So which means Al-Bakilani and Al-Huwaini are both prominent Islamic scholar or pareho silang kilalang scholar of Islamic and pareho rin silang may malaking naitulong to the Islamic theology of jurisprudence. And then si Al-Bakilani, also known as Abu Bakr Muhammad ibn al-Husayn, is born on 10th century in Persia. Means Iran ang tawag nila this present day or now a generation. So next, he considered one of the greatest theologians of his time and was associated with the Ash'ari school of Sunni Islam. His most notable work is Al-Iqtisad fi Al-I'tiqad, the middle course in belief. In this book, he focuses on exploring the concept of God's attributes, free will, and predestination among another theological topics. So means he is the one na pinakamahusay na theologians during his time, and he associated the Ash'ari means School of Sunni Islam. So, ang kanyang pinakatanyag or famous na gawain ay ang Al-Iqtisad fi Al-I'tiqad, means the middle course in belief. So, sa librong ito ay nakapokus lamang sa pag-explore ng concept of God's attributes, free will, and predestination among another theological topics.
My name is Noraisa T. Usop, second reporter from Group 10. Al-Juwaini Abu Ali Muhammad ibn Ahmad Al-Juwaini, also known as Imam al-Haramain, was born in the 11th century in present-day Iran. Si Al-Juwaini ay isang kilalang jurist, faqih at theology na kabilang sa Shafi'i school ng Sunni Islam. Kitab al-Irshad. Siya ay may akda ng ilang mga makabuluhang works kabilang ang Kitab al-Irshad. Ito ay nakatuon sa mga prinsipal ng jurisprudence, usul al-fiqh. Ang aklat na ito ay naging isang pamantayang sanggunian sa Islamic legal theory. Al-Juwaini also explored theological themes in his work such as divine attributes, God's unity, and free will. Sinaliksik din ni Al-Juwaini ang theological themes sa kanyang mga gawa tulad ng banal na katangian, pagkakaisa, at malayang kalooban. Nilalayo niyang magtatag ng balance sa pagitan ng katuwiran at katibayan ng text sa mga theological discussion.
Al-Juwaini, whose full name was Abu Muhammad Abd al-Malik ibn Abdullah al-Juwaini, was born in the 11th century in present-day Iran. He is most famous for his work Al-Burhan fi Usul al-Fiqh, the proof in the fundamentals of jurisprudence. This book is considered a seminal work in the field of Islamic jurisprudence and discusses various legal concepts and principles. Al-Juwaini's approach was more traditionalist and sought to derive legal rulings from the Quran, Sunnah, Prophet traditions, consensus, ijma, and analogy, qiyas. Si Al-Juwaini ay isang sikat na scholar na naninirahan sa Iran noong ika-11 siglo. Siya ay pinakamahusay na kilala para sa kanyang aklat na tinatawag na ang katunayan sa mga batayan ng jurisprudence, na itinuturing na isang mahalagang gawain sa batas ng Islam. Sa aklat na ito, siya ay nagsalita tungkol sa iba't ibang legal na konsepto at prinsipyo. Naniniwala si Al-Juwayni na ang mga legal na rulings ay dapat nabatay sa apat na bagay: ang Quran, Sunnah, mga tradisyon ng propeta, pinagkasunduan, ijma at pagkakatulad, qiyas. Ang kanyang diskarte sa batas ay may tradisyonal kaysa sa modernong, ibig sabihin siya ay tumingin sa mga mapagkukunan na ito laban sa mga bagong ideya o interpretasyon. Both al-Baqillani and al-Juwayni were influential scholars who played key roles in shaping Islamic intellectual thought and legal theory. Their works continue to be studied and referred by scholars and students of Islamic theology and jurisprudence today. Ang tekstong ito ay tungkol sa dalawang mahahalagang scholar na nagngangalang al-Baqillani and al-Juwayni na may malaking epekto sa pag-iisip ng intellectual, at legal na theory. Ang kanilang mga ideya ay pinag-aralan pa rin ng mga scholar at mag-aaral ng Islam at teolohiya. Ang dalawang taong ito ay talagang matalino at nag-ambag ng maraming paraan ng mga tao na nauunawaan ang Islam.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ako nga pala si Khalid Alamada from Group 10. So ang topic na binigay sa amin is about Al-Baqillani and Al-Juwayni. Al-Baqillani and Al-Juwayni were two prominent Muslim theologians and legal scholars who lived during the Islamic Golden Age. So si Al-Baqillani at si Al-Juwayni ay isa sila sa mga kilalang Muslim theology and Muslim scholar. So nabuhay sila during that Islamic Golden Age. They contributed significantly to the field of Islamic theology, kalam in Islamic jurisprudence, fiqh. Okay, so ang mga na-contribute ni Al-Baqillani at si Al-Juwayni ay tungkol sa mga Islamic theology, katulad ng kalam and Islamic jurisprudence, fiqh. Ibig sabihin ng fiqh is ito yung mga action, kung paano ginagawa, no, yung mga for example yung paghuhudo, pagsasala, no. Okay, so yan yung fiqh. Al-Baqillani was full name was Abu Bakr Muhammad ibn al-Tayyib al-Baqillani, was born in the 10th century in Basra, Iraq. So ang kanyang tunay na pangalan is si Abu Bakr Muhammad ibn al-Tayyib al-Baqillani. Pinanganak siya noong ika-3rd century sa Basra, Iraq. He is best known for his work Kitab al-Tamhid, the Introduction, and Kitab al-I'tiqad, the Creed. Okay, so nakilala siya dahil sa kanyang mga kitab katulad ng Kitab al-Tahmid at ang Kitab al-I'tiqad. Okay, see? Al-Baqillani's writing focused on rational argument to defend and explain the tenet of Islamic theology. Okay, so ang mga isinulat ni Al-Baqillani is naka-focus lang, no? Yung mga kitab na isinulat ni Al-Baqillani ay naka-focus lang sa mga argument, no? Ibig sabihin ng argument is ito yung mga pagkontra sa mga ibang sekta, no? Ibang paniniwala, mga sekta na iba ang kanilang paniniwala sa Islam. So he defend and explain the tenets of Islamic theology. So dinidepensa niya, ina-explain niya yung kanyang paniniwala, no, tungkol sa Islamic theology. He was particularly active in refuting the ideas of the Mu'tazilites, his sect that emphasized a reason and philosophical thinking in matters of faith. So si Al-Baqillani is particular na aktibo, no? Active siya sa mga refuting, ibig sabihin kinokontra niya yung mga idea ng mga Mu'tazilites. Ibig sabihin ng Mu'tazila is ito yung ibang sekta, 'di ba? No? So, 'di ba may may Ahlus Sunnah wal Jamaa. Tapos may sekta, ay may Mu'tazila. Okay. So, a sect that emphasize reason. Ang Mu'tazila ay ito yung mga nag-i-emphasize ng mga reason, no? Palagi silang reason out, no, tungkol sa paniniwala nila, no, kasi ginagamit nila ang kanilang utak, no. Ibig sabihin kiniklaim nila sa sarili nila na sila ay mga Muslim, no, pero hindi sila sumusunod sa panuto ng Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So philosophical thinking in matters of faith. So pinipilosopo nila yung mga matters of faith, yung mga paniniwala tungkol sa paniniwala ng Islam. So ito yung mga Mu'tazila, no? Hindi sila naniniwala or pinipilosopo nila yung mga tunay na nananampalataya, paniniwala ng mga tunay na mga paniniwala ng mga Ahlus Sunnah wal Jamaah.